A site has been discovered that directly challenges the conventional theory that religion and civilization only emerged after humans settled down and began farming. Approximately 12,000 years ago, long before agriculture or even pottery existed, hunter-gatherers erected massive T-shaped stone pillars weighing over 20 tons each. These pillars feature three-dimensional, intricately carved reliefs of animals such as scorpions, lions, and eagles. These were created by carving stone, without any iron tools. Scholars now suggest that people did not gather to farm, rather, they gathered to build massive temples, and because food became scarce in the process, they began farming. In other words, the temples came first, and agriculture followed. One reason researchers believe the builders of Göbekli Tepe were hunters is the enormous quantity of animal bones found at the site. Analysis of these bones revealed that all were from wild animals, with no traces of domesticated species whatsoever. Göbekli Tepe was built even before the concept of nomadic herders existed. These people moved in groups of several dozen, pursuing gazelles and wild sheep. They likely followed set routes through regions rich in seasonal prey. Göbekli Tepe was probably the central point or intersection of these extensive migration paths. At certain times of year, scattered hunting tribes would gather here as if by mutual agreement. For these hunters, Göbekli Tepe was not merely a means to an end, the very process of building it was the purpose. For thousands of years, the cycle of building, burying, and rebuilding repeated endlessly. It was not a completed structure but an ongoing, ever-evolving site. When a circular temple was completed and used for a certain period, the people would fill it with clean soil and gravel. Then, either directly on top of it or beside it, they would build a new temple. The reason for burying the temples has been interpreted as symbolizing the death and rebirth of the temple, or as a means of connecting with ancestors.